gosh. Just noticed my hair is extra fluffy today, but it is what it is. So, hey, Lauren, thanks for dropping in. Nice to see you, dear. Hi, Intuitive Tarot. It's good to see you. I'm very well. I'm good. How are you? To be honest, this week's a little crazy because it's my last week in Greece. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit full on between doing the because I'm doing the October readings as well, the monthlies. So yeah, I started that today. So they should hopefully, if all goes well, they should come out on time. So yeah, just trying to get everything organized and ready to go. So what I'm going to do first to kick off with is just start with the general messages. That was the idea. So just pull some general messages to, kind of get in the flow of things and see what's coming up generally for us all. And then we'll start kicking off with the tarot questions, right? So yeah, just like to get into the groove of things first. So we'll start with some general messages for you guys, and then we'll start doing the Q&A with tarot, right? I also have some oracle cards as well. So yeah, I just really want to show them off too, because I brought some new ones and they're gorgeous. So like, for example, I have the Healing Mantra deck, which looks kind of like this. So gorgeous. And the messages are great. So yeah, I'd love to just get some oracle messages for you guys before we go into the Q&A session. So before we do that, I just want to say welcome everyone to the live stream and to my channel. My name is Demari. If you haven't come across me before, I am a oracle and tarot reader. I do a lot of divination work generally across the board. I'm also, I guess, kind of a medium of sorts, an oracle, a high priestess. So I work with the divine feminine energies, and I do a lot of tantric kind of work to balance the divine feminine and masculine attributes. So that's primarily what I do. And I'm also a shadow worker. So I do a lot of shadow work with people. So just to roughly introduce myself, there's a lot that goes on between all of that. So I don't want to bore you too much with introductions. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been following my journey over the past year. It's been insane. I never expected to see the kind of growth that I got. It was very gradual, but it's been quite consistent. So that's been awesome. And just, yeah, so much love, so much support. So it means a lot to me. So thank you so much for taking the time to check out the videos. Let me know your thoughts with your comments, giving it thumbs up, things like that. It really helps me and my channel grow, especially because it is so new and it's not easy to be seen. So it just means that where you're getting benefit from, these particular messages, it shows me how effective it actually is. And it also allows me to bring it to a wider audience. So those who would also benefit from those messages can actually access it, right? So it gives them an opportunity to see them as well. So thank you so much for just being you and showing up. It means a lot. So yeah, if you're tuning in and you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to hit the button and hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when the next readings go live on the channel. I do post very, very regularly. I do shadow work readings every single week. So they go up for all 12 zodiac signs. I do the monthlies as well. So that's more like a general reading to see what's going on for you guys in the month. And I'll be posting some other stuff more, in terms of like possibly career or love, depending on what you guys decide actually. So I do have a poll that's currently running to see what kind of readings you guys would prefer to see more of on the channel. So feel free to check that out on the community tab on my channel and let me know what would you like to see, because at the end of the day, I create it for you. So whatever you want to see more of, if that gets the most votes, that's what I'll create for you. Okay, so let me know. Okay, so let's go into the general messages then, because the whole reason I'm even doing this live stream is because I hit 1K subscribers, which was awesome, because now that means I can really start to invest more time and energy into expanding the channel. And it means that I can pull even more messages for you guys. So that was a really significant milestone to reach. So it's awesome that we finally got here and I can start really pushing things forward. So just bear with me a sec. I'm going to get a quick sip of water because it is rather warm. That's the thing. Even though I know we're entering like fall season, autumn, it's still very warm here. Hi, Tara. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Hi, Satish. Okay, so I pulled some general messages. Like I said, for those who are only just dropping in now, I'm just going to pull some general messages and then I will open up the chat to your questions, all right? If you do want to pose a question that you would like me to answer with tarot, make sure you drop a super chat, right? £5 or more, and then you'll have your question answered. So let's go into it. So the first card I pulled from the Oracle from the Healing Mantra Oracle is Transforming Tragedy. Hopefully you can see that quite well. Transforming Tragedy. I really like the design as well. You can see like two hearts, one that's kind of hollowed out, one is full. And the message here is, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. That's a beautiful message. So it's essentially saying that whatever loss you've recently experienced is actually freeing up space for something that's more aligned for you, so that you can get a greater sense of love, a greater love and unconditional love, something more pure, something more ascendant to come in for you. So that's really beautiful. What a nice message to kick off with. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Awesome. Love it. Okay. So I do get a real sense of that, especially now that we're kind of going through Virgo season and soon we'll be entering Libra. It's all about that. We're getting very much in tune with our feelings, our thoughts, what we want, what we don't want, what's aligned, what isn't, right? And finding that sense of equilibrium. So it's really, really nice to see that that's like the key message here, that whatever you feel like is being removed from your life, don't dwell on the loss too much, because the reality is something more fulfilling, something more profound, something with more depth is being brought into your life. So the second card, because I pulled two cards from this deck, the second card I got here was Awakening Inspired Action. And the message here is, there is only what life is asking of me. There is only what life is asking of me. So amazing. So that's the thing. It's a case of, if you're not made uncomfortable, if you're not pushed by the universe, you will not make certain changes. You will get complacent. You'll stay in the comfort zone. And as you know, if you get too comfy in the comfort zone, that's the end of all progress, right? So sometimes you need to be uprooted. You need to be made uncomfortable. Certain things have to be triggered in your life in order for you to take the initiative, right? So it's essentially saying, look, whatever you feel like you're losing, whatever is being removed from your life, it's actually a blessing in disguise. You don't see what's coming. You don't see the blessings and the abundance that's on the way. So don't take it to heart, because it's not a personal attack or anything like that. It's simply that something greater is on the horizon for you. So that's a very beautiful message to start with. So I really like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is pull one oracle card from the Quantum Oracle here, which is like my second new deck that I've bought recently. Very gorgeous deck, really nice messages. So we'll see what else we can find here for you guys. And then I'll pull one from the Divine Feminine, and then we'll get into the Q&A. Okay. So the card from here, perfect. Letting go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to sing this song. Oh, God, I'm just having a moment. But no, seriously, let it go, right? Let it go. Whatever is for you will be for you. If it's not in your life anymore and it doesn't return, it wasn't for you anymore. It served its purpose. It's now off in the ether, right? So that's it. Let it go, right? This was a really strong, I only just started doing the October readings for the signs, and I did Scorpio and Pisces today. And this was a very strong theme in Pisces reading. Let shit go, right? Don't hang on to something. Don't suffocate it. Don't, drain yourself with the memory of what happened, right? Just let it go. Whatever it will be, will be. You don't need to hang on to it, right? Because you see how she's like dragging these two, well, actually there's 3 dogs here, but one's off the leash already and 2 are just being dragged along because she's trying to force them into this doorway, this portal here, right? And that's very relevant as an image, right? Because it's like saying, no matter what it is that you want, no matter what it is you feel is destined for you, right? You cannot force something that doesn't belong somewhere to follow you, right? You can't, especially if it's like another person's will, you can't force your will on someone else, right? And I get that message a lot at the moment for certain individuals, especially some of the personal readings I got this energy quite a lot recently, that some people are still finding it very difficult to release a situation that's no longer for them, right? And they'll try and force it to work no matter how much it's just not aligned, right? And that's the key thing here. It's having that sense of trust that things will be well in the end, even if it is very difficult, even if it is very, very challenging to let go. Sometimes that's what's needed. Sometimes the only thing we can do is to surrender to the divine and know that all will be well in the end. Because we don't have all the variables. As much as we like to think we're in control and we know all the facts, we don't, right? We don't know what's coming. We don't know everything that's happening. So sometimes the best thing you can do is just let something breathe and see how it plans out, right? Usually it always ends up well in the end, so that's a very, very significant message as well. It's like, don't drag your burdens with you, right? Leave it in the past, release it. Whatever is for you will be for you. And perhaps you're not seeing how much abundance is on its way, right? Because you wouldn't know that if you're still just focused on the past and not really looking at what's directly in front of you at this time. So just something to think about. Okay. And now I'm going to pull a final message from the Divine Feminine deck, which is another gorgeous deck. And then we'll go into the Q&A. So let's see. Ooh. Okay, so we got Freya, the goddess of discernment. And the affirmation here pretty much is, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Amazing. So that's very, very decisive, right? That's making a very, very significant, that's like coming to a decision with full knowing. Again, like I was saying, if you don't have the full extent of what you need to know in a situation, how can you make a decision and act upon it accordingly, right? So with this, it's a case of having full knowledge, using your discernment, and choosing wisely. So I want to just get the passage from the booklet quickly, because I feel like there's a lot more to it that can be said. And this is brand new. Like, I've not even seen most of the cards in this yet. I literally recorded the unboxing video yesterday. So that's how new they are. So let's just quickly go to the booklet, and I can tell you more about this goddess here and this energy. But this is Freya is Nordic, I believe. So let's have a look. So who is Freya? Freya embodies the fierce and finely honed spiritual skill of discerning the most life-giving choice in each moment. In Norse mythology, Freya is one of the most powerful and important deities. She is chief of the Valkyries, the demi-goddesses who choose who will live and who will die during every battle and war. After being Valkyries, the demi-goddesses become Norns, the great goddesses who weave the fates and histories of people and nations. Freya rides into battle wearing a magical cloak of falcon feathers and takes half of those fighting. For her Valkyries, she models how to choose. Then she rules over heavenly afterlife called Sesrumini. Probably saying that wrong, but, bear with me. So she receives half of all of those who die in battle, and the other half go to Valhalla, where the god Odin presides. She wears a legendary necklace or torque named Brisingamen. Brisingamen? I don't know. My old Norse is not very good, right? Anyway, with a powerful jewel that makes her irresistible. It is said to be gleaming and golden. It compels people to her when she calls. So when your soul selects her card, discernment is derived from the Greek word diakrisis. It refers to a spiritual power that allows you to distinguish between the spirits that will cause harm and the spirits that will assist you. It will let us discern when a phone call or an email or a visit from a friend is going to add to our day or if it's going to derail it. Discernment is the difference between feeling led by the day, pulled this way and that, and claiming it. Our time in this lifetime, at least, is limited. Every second is significant. Freya reminds us of the searing perception we all have, but perhaps don't use frequently enough. She wants us to be discerning with how we choose to spend our time and whom we choose to love. Quite significant, right? She wants us to never, ever say yes to anything or anyone from a place of fear or obligation. You are a demigoddess, a Valkyr, a priestess of your own fate. And that includes the masculines here as well, okay? You have a divine feminine attribute, so don't think this is only for the females watching. Just want to put that out there. Right, where was I? Okay, I've lost my place now. Give me a sec. Where was it? Okay. You get to choose the life you want to live. And this happens by being fierce and warrior-like about what you say yes to. Use discernment so that you are only saying yes to what will actually nourish and renew you, inspire you, or expand you. It's not your business to worry about those who might disappoint. You are not made to meet everyone's expectations of you. You were made to express the truth of who you are and to use the brief time you have here to live your potential. Nothing is obligatory except breathing. Your only obligation is to voice your own soul, right? Freya wants you to realize the gleaming gold that you are and act accordingly. She wants you to unapologetically choose the life you want to actually be living right now. She wants you to make your yes holy again by only using it when it's the truth. And the soul voice meditation for this is, what does a hell yes, the holy yes, feel like in my body? The intention, as I said, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So this is powerful. This is why I wanted to read the whole thing, because this is talking about reclaiming the use of words so that it actually has the proper associated meaning. Not saying yes or giving half-assed answers, right? Being very, very clear and knowing that, yeah, as it says, you have no obligation to anything or anyone other than your true will, right? Your true desire. And I'm not talking about what you think you want in that moment or just kind of what you think is okay. I mean, what you truly want, right? So that's what you're being asked to reflect upon at this time. So this was a very, very significant card because I feel like this is very relevant to pretty much everyone at this point. We all have to reassess this energy. You know, are we fully 100% standing by our decisions on a day-to-day basis? Is there something that we're kind of just half-assing or just, doing because we think it's what's expected of us, right? We don't have those obligations that we think we have. They are simply social constructs. So these are the things that we have to revisit and really determine whether or not if they are in alignment with what we truly want, or if we're just, not wanting to go against the grain or upset people because we're not meeting expectation. So very significant, I feel. So hopefully you found that significant and interesting also. All right, then. So those were just the key messages I wanted to get out for the collective. So now, if you have a question you would like to ask, if there's anything you're curious about, and you would like to get some tarot messages to help you answer that question, now's the time to drop your questions. And as I said, to have your questions ordered, please hit the super chat and donate £5 or more. I think it will come up in pounds, might come up in dollars, but that's fine. I don't mind either way. And then, yeah, I can go into the questions for you if you're interested in having a question answered using the tarot. I can also use the oracle decks as well that I have here. The others are kind of boxed away over there right now, so that'd be a little bit trickier for me to get to, especially with this setup. So, yeah. But hopefully that made sense so far. And that's the thing. The good thing about moving is soon I'll be able to get the kind of setup that I want, because right now this room's a little bit dark, especially after, you know, the kind of morning, early afternoon sun. Hence me kind of sitting here trying to be closer to the light. So I will think about my setup more once I move into my new location. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, if anyone wants to pose their questions, now's the time to do so. Otherwise, I will wrap up the reading pretty soon. Because, yeah, time's a ticking. But, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. With the personal readings as well, because people ask me if I do personal readings. I do personal readings, but they're actually going to be closed until mid-October because I'm moving. So because I have to do the generals, I do readings for other platforms as well. So I don't have a lot of time for personal readings right now, but personal readings will open up again from middle of October. If you'd like a personal reading privately, where, you know, I send you a video, you can find the link for my website in the description box below of this live stream. And there you can book your reading in advance with me. But as I said, I wouldn't be able to do it into what's the middle of October at least. So that's when things will resume as normal, right? Middle of October. Same with Patreon. I've had to put that on hold temporarily while I'm in, you know, transit at the moment. Literally leaving next week, next Tuesday. So yeah, it's a lot to sort out. So, and I got a country hop as well because I have to go back to the UK first before I move on. So awesome. So it's going to be pretty crazy the next 3 weeks or so, but then I'll be settled and, you know, we'll be back into the normal swing of things. Just reading your comment, Lauren. I was going to ask a question, but the last card answered it. Yeah, I mean, that happens, you know. That's why I wanted to get like these general messages out first, because I felt like, you know, there was going to be certain energies there that are really, really significant for a lot of you guys. I mean, you know, I'm just opening up in case you want to ask me your, you know, any specific questions, if there's anything you want to know in particular. Yeah, you're welcome to ask me. Just super chat and we'll do it. But otherwise, if you feel like that answers everything you've been curious about or that's been on your mind, then that's cool as well. You know, because I like to make sure you guys get a little something as well. So, yeah. But it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just good really to connect with you guys, especially because I don't often show my face these days. I'm usually you just see my hands, you know, doing the tarot readings. So yeah, it was also an excuse just to show my face for the first time in a while, because yeah, I haven't really been doing readings that, you know, focus on my face for probably a couple of months now. I don't know how long it's been, probably since July, something like that. But yeah, just because I've not really felt like it. And also, you know, sometimes I look like a walking corpse, especially when I have insomnia. So it's a lot better if I don't show my face in those occasions. But I actually ran a poll a couple of times to see what people prefer, if they prefer just seeing the cards or if they preferred seeing me. And a lot of the time people rather see me on camera, which I think is kind of funny, because I'm like, why? Usually I'm just like, if you see me when I'm actually doing readings, I'm like, you know, I'm just pulling all these faces and just quacking. So I'm just like, okay. But, you know, each to their own. If that's what you like, then cool. But I'm usually just pulling all sorts of faces. But yeah, so maybe I will, when I'm in my new location, I will start, what I would like, actually, the best thing would be if I could have both my cards and my face visible. Then you're getting like the best of both worlds, right? So that's what I would like to do, but I'd have to see about that. I am going to improve my setup. That's the plan. So I will get a better stand and lighting and all the rest of it. So I will see how I can do that. I need to check out the apartment because it's kind of funny. Like, I'm getting my apartment before I actually get to go to where I'm going. So yeah, so I'll have to see, when I get to the apartment, what the setup is going to be like, and how I can make it work. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, the best thing would be to actually try and get it so that you can see me and you can see the cards as well. That would be awesome. So I will work on that. Okay, I'm just going to read your questions because I was kind of just quacking then. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my face, Lauren. It's always nice. Yeah. I can pull cards for you, Satish, but you do have to super chat. These questions are not free, I'm afraid. So yeah, the general readings, they are free. But if you would like a personal question, you've got to super chat, my friend. And then I'll do it for you. Is there a list? A list in terms of the readings, or I'm not sure what the question is, I'm afraid. But yeah, so as I was saying, I'll look into the setup, as time goes on, and see what's going to work best with the location where I'm at. But it really does just depend, I need to see when I get there and, what would be the best solution. But I wasn't really happy with the setup here. It wasn't really cutting it because you have like such a short window of time where you've got like good lighting, natural lighting. So, and like the main light here is just, it sucks, that's why I've got this on. So you can at least see me a little bit better. And what doesn't help is that I still have to record as well lives on my MacBook, so, and the webcam, as everyone knows, is terrible. So it's not the best, but hopefully soon I'll be able to do lives on my phone and it'll be way better. So we will see. I mean, the community tab only unlocked like a couple of days ago. So maybe after another week, I'll be able to do some lives on my phone, but we will see how it goes. It depends on, the YouTube, moderators. There we go. So we'll see. Anyways, what I'm saying. I'm just talking shit now. I'm sorry, guys. But, you're not asking me your questions. So, I end up just talking pretty much. But what else is there to tell you why I'm here? So, yeah, personal readings, they're on hold until mid-October. The October readings, which are a little bit spooky, they will be out on probably they'll be out this weekend. So, yeah, we'll have the first 4 signs coming out Friday, then Saturday, and then Sunday. So that will be as normal, right? But those will be not the shadow work readings. That will be the monthly October readings. It's coming out from Friday. So check those out. I did make those ones a little bit spookier just because, October's Halloween and I love Halloween. Oh my God, Lauren. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much, darling. Yeah, I love making them a little bit creepier, because it's Halloween, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm obsessed with Halloween. So that's why I did it, right? Like, I just wanted to get into the holiday spirit, I guess, because Halloween is actually the only holiday that I really care about. So I was just like, okay, I need to do this. I need to make this creepy and stuff. So it's a little bit creepier looking, and, hopefully you'll find it fun and you'll like it. But yeah, definitely going to do like a Halloween special type reading. Maybe a live. Maybe we can have like a spooky, Halloween live stream. So we'll see. We'll look into that. What else do I have to tell you? Just having to think. I think that's about it, really. Can't think of anything major. Oh, like I was saying, I am doing some unboxing videos, and I'll be doing some tarot and oracle deck reviews very soon as well. So what will happen is that there'll be videos on YouTube for the unboxing, but the actual full written review of each deck that I use will be on my website, right? So you'll have access to the link in the video and such. So yeah, we'll take a look at that closer to the time. That'll be in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks from now, that they'll start putting those out. So for those of you who are like getting into tarot more, oracle decks, and are curious about the ones I'm using and how I find them, I'll be doing written reviews about that, so you can see. I'll also be going, because the thing is, this channel isn't just about tarot. I mean, I focus primarily on tarot because that's kind of where I wanted to start with, but it will slowly become more about that. We'll go into other things as well. It's just that, I'm just kind of getting the flow pretty much. But it's going to evolve, essentially, is what I'm saying. The channel is going to start evolving pretty much very, very soon. So I'm just going to read now, because I was just blah, 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 blah. So let me read. Let me just check in with you guys and stop talking at you. So I was invited to attend a virtual Lightwork seminar in October, right before my birthday. Should I do it? Let's take a look for you. Let's see what the advice is. So yeah, let's go over to this deck first. We'll go to the Quantum first and take a look, Lauren. So should Lauren go to the Lightwork seminar? Should she go to the Lightwork seminar? Seminar. I started saying cinema then. Oh my gosh. It's hard work being a dyslexic reader, I'm telling you. It really is. Getting tongue-tied all over the shop. Okay. Discovery. Oh, we like that. Discovery. Okay, I'm going to go to the booklet. I want to know exactly what this means, because like I said, I just got it. But it's saying that something interesting is going to happen during this seminar for you. So let's see. Or possibly if you do decide to go, Lauren. So let's take a look. Discovery 104. So I'm just going to give you this message, and then I'll go into tarot for you, okay? I'm not going to just read the booklet, but I just want to get a deeper meaning behind this, because I've just got it. So, unexpected happy developments. That sounds good. So a man is mining for gold. He has been panning and searching for quite some time, but despite his diligent work, he has not found the treasure that has lain beyond his reach until now. Get ready. A time of discovery is opening up for you. New ideas and energies will help to bring forth a goal you've been working on. Although there may be more painstaking work involved, this card is telling you that a positive resolution is at hand. Keep your eyes and mind open, for you may actually stumble on an unexpected discovery or idea that brings great value to your life. Many options can lead you in exciting directions. You may be introduced to someone who resonates with your heart, a job offer may come your way, or you may come across a book, video, or spiritual practice that is helpful in your daily life or business. This is a very auspicious time. New ideas, information, and exciting new connections are vibrating all around you. A gold mine of discovery awaits. So that's incredible. That's saying, listen, give it a shot, right? Because you may be surprised what comes out of it. It actually may be way more than you anticipated. So I feel like it's not so much about the workshop even so much. It's about what can come from attending the virtual workshop. You may meet someone that ends up having a significant, playing a significant role, right, in your journey, in some kind of spiritual practice that you end up embarking in, or someone who ends up acting as a mentor to you, something like that. So let's have a look, because there's something more that's going to be gained from it. I feel like with that card there, it's like hidden treasure. You see how he's got that diamond in his hand. It's like getting more than you expected from it. So we'll just have a look with the tarot cards as well. Oh, yeah. I mean, so we've got the Queen of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this is you. This will be you, right? You going in with your best foot forward, coming in with all this inspiration, all this passion and enthusiasm for learning, right? And I feel like you are going to be well received, right? In this seminar, in this virtual meetup, right? There may be certain connections that you make. You might speak to specific people. I feel like this may be the person that you end up connecting with. Initially, you're going to be a bit guarded. You may think, what is this person's intentions? Especially because, you know, this is not someone you're all too familiar with at this point, right? You're not all too familiar with this person, but there's something significant. This person has got a wealth of experience. There's knowledge. There is stability. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, Ali. Mwah. Thank you, Satish. So I feel like it's a case of you are going to connect with someone, Lauren, actually, who is very wise, that has the experience, that has the knowledge, but is also known how to put it into practice, right? So it's not just that they're sitting on this treasure trove of knowledge, but they're actually using it to benefit themselves and also their community. So this may be someone who's already kind of established in the type of work that you want to do, right? So that's what it's the case of. That may be what kind of brings your guard up a little bit. You may feel a little bit intimidated because you're like, wow, this person really knows their stuff. They're kind of established, right, in the field that I'm interested in. Why would they want to help me when I'm just kind of like, fresh blood kind of thing? But the reality is they see your enthusiasm, they see your passion, they see your creativity, they see your inner light, right? And it makes sense to them why you're turning up for this seminar, right? So that's why they're like wanting to assist you, give you some kind of guidance, right? Because they see your value. They see that you are someone who can go on to do great things, especially with the Chariot here. It's like, I feel like once you get a sense of what it is that you want, where you're headed, boom, you're going to be aiming straight for that. Nothing is going to derail you from your spiritual path, right? I mean, it's the Chariot of Ascension. This is the Merkaba. This is someone who's been able to tame the shadow, tap into their ascendant energy and use that to propel them forward towards their soul mission. So that's what you're going to do. And this person sees it, right? This person sees that you are charging full steam ahead. So that's what they're going to do. They're essentially, he's looking at you like, wow, I'm impressed. You're just starting this journey and look at you. You're a trailblazer, right? You've got so much potential. There's so much drive here. And you're very serious about it. Something that is, really attuned to your will, right? There's no question about whether or not it's something you want. Again, it ties into that card of Freya's energy of being like, yes, this is what I want. There is no doubt in your mind. So I feel like you're going to impress this person with your sheer passion and determination to walk your path, right? Your chosen path. So that's why I feel like this person is going to come in and assist you. And it's like, well, so this person may be looking at you as well, like, okay, yeah, sure. I've helped people in the past. I've done a lot of work on myself, but perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad thing to invest more into a new community member or take someone new under my wing. Perhaps it backfired in the past for this person, so they may be a little bit hesitant, or perhaps it's you that's hesitant because you've maybe perhaps tried connecting with people in the past. You've tried different spiritual practices in the past. Maybe you felt like the people that you were connecting with were not authentic. So it was very difficult, right? Because you're like, well, how do I trust that this person actually wants the best thing for me, that really wants to help me, and they're not going to just use me in some way or try and take more and more money from me, right? But I feel like this person is genuine, right? That they have something that they want to offer you, whether it's part sharing of knowledge, right? If it's assistance in some way in the material, or just support, right? Just supporting you in your own endeavor. But whatever it is, I feel like someone's coming in and there's going to be some gift or exchange of information, of energy in a way that you just did not see coming. You did not see this coming. Any advice for Lauren? Any advice for Lauren? I do see you guys' comments and I will get to it in just a moment. Ooh. Wow. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I wasn't expecting this. I wanted to avoid the romantic connotation because I thought, well, I can see this being very much to do with the spiritual journey. But Lauren, you may get more than you bargained for from this connection. I feel like, yeah, there's certain lessons that you still need to learn when it comes to matters of the heart, because you're convinced that this is something that you don't need or want at this time. You're like, I don't need anyone in my life. I don't need, someone significant in my life. Well, maybe you do. Maybe someone significant is being brought in for a reason. With that Hierophant, the judgment card and the Four of Wands, this is like a divine union, right? This is like happy ever after. This is like literally the universe pulling you two energies together and being like, this was meant to happen. This is divinely guided, this connection. This person, you might even end up marrying them. I'm just saying, like, with that combination of cards there, that screams of marriage. That screams of, long-term commitment and stability. That's the meeting of two souls. So, like I said, I think you're going to get more than you bargained from connecting with this person. And it could very well come from this, virtual conference or seminar that you have. Yeah, that's the thing. It's significant. Whoever this person is, whoever you're connecting with, and it doesn't have to be an earth sign. It could be an earth sign, but it looks like they're going to have a significant role to play. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing because I felt the energy, but it wasn't really intense. I was like, okay, let me just see, but yeah, I'm telling you, this person is significant, right? Significant. They're either going to be some kind of lifelong teacher or they're going to be your husband. I'm just saying, like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was the unexpected treasure there. So I hope that helped. I mean, obviously, I don't work with timelines. I don't know how it's going to play out because, energy is fluid and it's in flux. So it all depends on the choices you both make as well. But I feel like you're being given an opportunity to connect with someone very, very significant. It's a life-changing meeting. So I hope that helps. Oh gosh. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, darling. So amazing. Okay, let me just go back now. So I hope that helps anyway, Lauren, and that answers your questions. But gosh, I was not expecting that. That was hilarious. Okay. So let me just see. Yes, Ali, I hope you're still with me, dear. I am getting to you now. So let's see what it says. I'm trying to move on from a situation and I cannot shake it. Is there an actual soul contract here, or is this needing to be addressed with shadow work? Let's take a look for you, Ali. It's a very good question because it's something that we all kind of get very confused about at times, especially when it's a significant connection, right? When it's a significant connection, it's not easy to know, is this karmic or is it actually ascendant? Is there someone that I'm supposed to have like a lifelong connection with or a profound connection with, or is this some kind of significant lesson? So we'll see. Because that's the thing with soul contracts, it can also be karmic. It's not necessarily, it's not necessarily always ascendant or something that's supposed to be like really joyful, happy, give you all your blessings, right? Soul contracts can be really heavy because it's designed to further your understanding. It's supposed to give you some kind of deeper insight that you wouldn't otherwise gain without going through those experiences, right? because one of the fundamental laws of existence is suffering. You know, it's a well-established Buddhist philosophy, but you'll find it pretty much everywhere in all forms of spiritual schooling and thought. It's just a part of life, right? But sometimes those lessons have a very profound and deep meaning. So we'll take a look for you now and see about this particular connection. Is it karmic, or is it something that's supposed to elevate yourself and this person? Wow, okay. Interesting. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Moon card, the Page of Cups, and we have the 10 of Cups. So a lot of water here so far. Could be dealing with a Pisces, or that could be your sign. Could be prominent in your charts. I don't know. But I'm seeing very, very strong Pisces energy so far, especially because we have the High Priestess in the outcome as well. Very strong, very, very strong Pisces energy. But anyway, I feel like with the Hanged Man in reverse, it's a case of, yeah, a change of perspective is required. It's a situation that's going to help you come to an understanding, like I was saying, that you wouldn't otherwise have. However, so far, I'm not feeling like it's karmic. I feel like it is something that's meant to elevate and help you shift your perspective on certain matters when it comes to interpersonal relationships, how you connect with others, where the boundaries lie, how you express love, the depths of love, unconditional love, things of that nature, right? So it's kind of reforming these principles in both of you, right? So it's kind of deconstructing the conditioning that comes from society about what love is and reforming it anew into its true expression, right? So hopefully that makes sense. I feel like the only thing that can kind of mess this up is attachment, right? If we get too caught up in being attached to certain ideals, certain beliefs, certain viewpoints, that can really mess up a connection. So that's something I feel like you both have to be aware of. I just want to clarify what this moon is, what the moon card here is, because there's something you're both not seeing about this connection. Oh, yeah. Wow. So with this combination, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, King of Wands via Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Three of Wands, and Page of Pentacles, you're not seeing that it's a gift, right? It's a gift from the divine to help you both realize your true worth, your true value, what it is that you're really seeking from a connection, and have an opportunity to offer it to one another. That's essentially what it is. It's a case of you're both coming into this awareness and alignment of what it is you actually want from a connection, what really matters to you most, how you wish to express that, right? And waiting for the opportunity to come in to do so. Well, what you're not necessarily realizing, both of you, is that the opportunity is right here, right? Someone has to make the gesture. I feel like someone has to. See, that's funny though, because right next to it, we have the two pages, right? We have the Pentacles and the Cups. So I feel like one of you is coming at it from a different perspective than the other. So you're both wanting to offer this to each other, right? You're both getting this download and this slowly coming into your awareness. But one is doing it in a more practical way, whereas the other wants to do it in a more emotive, more romantic way, right? So this person's more likely to say like really sweet messages and do things that are really mushy, whereas this person's more likely to, take certain actions to create comfort or to assist in certain practical ways, right? It's like, oh, I knew that, you was having problems with this, so I fixed it for you, or I wanted to give you this because I knew that it reminded you of that. It's things like that, so it's just two different approaches to the same thing, but both feeling it in equal measures. So that's really beautiful. And especially because you also have the 10 of Cups at the end. So it has the potential. There's a lot of potential for a lot of love in this connection, right? Because you both ultimately want the same thing. And that's the thing. It's a matter of perspective. The thing that might be causing a rift is the way you're both looking at it, because you're not seeing it for what it is, right? You're feeling the intensity of the connection. You're feeling like, is this right? Is this what I should be investing in? Is this going to go, where I think it will go, right? But the reality is it has all the potential to do so, right? Especially with this as an outcome. Ace of Cups, so much love. 5 of Wands in a conflict, right? Healing in a knowing. So it's like you both know that this is a significant connection, but I think there may be some fear involved or some past wounds, right? Perhaps you have a long history with this person, and perhaps, in the past you didn't see things in the same way. Maybe things were said in the heat of the moment that caused some pain. You're both having to heal from that, from a disagreement or argument. But you both have this deep inner knowing that it has the potential to go the distance. It all depends on how you choose to approach it. So I feel like you both need to have a serious conversation at some point, sit down, get very clear on what it is that you're feeling, right? And it's not that your intuition is wrong at all. Your intuition has the answer. It's the mind that gets in the way, right? Because your mind is telling you, yeah, but they said this and they did that and that happened and they said they don't see it like this. And, it's all of that stuff. But both of you on a soul level know what the connection really is. Yeah. You're happy ever after. So it's about how you choose to proceed in that, with that knowledge. Can you, both come out of your egos a little bit and just express from the heart? Purely let the heart do the talking. Don't do it with the mind, because the mind will start, fucking things up. Like, seriously, let your heart do the talking. And I think that if you are able to be vulnerable and just express yourself and do it in a calm manner, then that will trigger that in the other person, right? They might be a little bit hesitant in the beginning, but I think this person really, this person matches you, right? They're on the same frequency as you are. They're of the same energy. So the best thing you can do is set the tone, and they will match it with that Justice card. So that's my advice for you, Emily. I hope that helps you. Yeah, sorry, not Emily, Ali. My bad. Just saw her name next to yours. So Ali, I really hope that helps. And thank you. I really appreciate you, tuning into the live, checking out the videos. Really, really appreciate it. So I really hope that helps put your mind at ease a little bit and know that, yes, it's not in your head. There is a significant connection here. It has the potential to go the distance. So don't be afraid to have that conversation, all right? So I hope that helps. Okay, so let me just see. Emily, no, I don't do free questions. I don't do free questions, dear. I only do free general readings. That is for everyone, right? And I do it either for the collective or for specific zodiac signs. So you're always welcome to check out the general videos on my channel that I create for everyone. That is always going to be free. Obviously, with the monthlies, you can get extended now if you want to go deeper into it. But all of the general messages are always free. But if you'd like a personal question, you have to donate through the super chat and we'll do it. But yeah, otherwise you can always get a personal reading with me, which are, longer. But anyway, so just having a look. Nothing's working out now. I'm questioning my intuition. Yeah, I understand, because I feel like there's a little bit of fit. Oh my gosh, I just shuffled the cards and, we've got lovers here. So you're both kind of looking like you're looking at the universe like, what does this all mean? And, he's kind of looking at you like, what's happening? What do I do? How do I fix this? It's like, yeah, you both want the same thing, but you're just looking in different directions to try and fix it. But you just need to communicate with each other. That's the key thing here. All right. So I really hope that does help put your mind at ease. So yeah, I'm just going through your messages. By the way, I just want to say again, thank you guys for dropping into the live chat. It's awesome to see you here. I know there's some new names coming up as well. So thanks for dropping in. It means a lot to see you here. Oh, you're welcome. No, you're not going crazy at all, Ali. Like not at all. Your intuition is bang on, right? It's just, again, there is a little bit of difficulty in, expressing what needs to be expressed because the mind gets in the way. So if you can just let the heart do the speaking and let the other know that it's okay to do that it's a safe place to be vulnerable, you'll have that conversation and it can change everything. So I really hope that helps. How much for a super chat? $5 generally, right? Because I know I say pounds, but most people work in dollars, I guess. So $5 is fine, and I'll answer your question using the tarot. I'll use an oracle card as well if I feel like it's going to benefit. But yeah, and then I'll do it live for you. This is the first time I'm doing live questions and answers like this. I don't usually do them. So if you guys like this, let me know. Drop a comment. And I'll make this more of a thing, right? And then you get to see my face more often. Oh, gosh. I need to sip of water because, honestly, actually, I'm going to have some of my tea because I'm dying. Oh, gosh. Because, I've been doing the, as I said, I started the monthly readings as well. So I've been talking a lot today. Gosh, I'm already like almost an hour in. So, yeah. Oh, dear. Composure. So, yeah. Cool questions. I like the questions we got so far. Really good. Like I said, if you want to pose a question, all you have to do is drop around $5 in the super chat and we'll do it, right? So it's up to you. Ooh. Cards flying out. I already did some collective messages in the beginning, just like a general vibe for the collective right now. So if you're curious about that, if you're only tuning in now, you can, rewind back to the beginning to check that out. Or you can just wait until this is posted afterwards because, it will go up pretty much immediately. Excuse me, it will go up immediately after the live stream. But, yeah. But good questions so far. And I really appreciate everyone who's been doing the super chat. It's awesome. I don't know if you saw my, let me get that card I just dropped. I don't know if you saw my, my post on the community tab, but the idea behind this is not just because I want to make money. What I want to do is put these funds directly to my equipment, right? Because I want to really upgrade the videos and I want to upgrade the lighting and things. So regardless of where I am, the lighting looks really good. Everything's clear, right? So that's the idea behind it. I want to put those funds directly towards making this channel a better place, So that's the idea. Oh, gosh. So, Ida, thank you so much. So will Pedram and I talk again? Well, let's have a look for you, dear. I'll be happy to look into that for you and see. Oh, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Oh, yes, I didn't give you a kiss yet. Mwah. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome. It's lovely to have you a part of the Soul family because, as soon as you come, that's it. You're part of the family now, so welcome. It's very nice to meet you. And I'm sorry I look so warm and sweaty looking because it's just very warm. Okay, so let's see. All right, okay. So what we have here is the the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 3 of Swords, the King of Pentacles again, the Queen of Wands in reverse. What is with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles at the moment? I don't know. Okay, so it looks like at the moment, yeah, there is some inner work that needs to take place here on both sides of the spectrum, I feel. So at the moment, it's like, I feel like maybe this distance that you have between each other is necessary because there's something in the connection that wasn't coming together or wasn't working, but there's inner work that needs to take place. There's something that requires your attention at this time. This can also be on their side as well. So I feel like it's a case of, you need to Yeah, you need to take that time to reflect on what inner work you need to do, where your time and energy would be best spent, because I do see a lot of pain here with that Three of Swords, right? So we'll look into that in a minute as to what that could be pertaining to, but there's healing that needs to be done here for sure, because you're still carrying some pain, right? And like I said, this could be on his side also, but I feel like this is more relevant to your energy. I feel like you are still carrying some pain. Maybe there was some betrayal or something that was said in a really harsh way that caused you a lot of pain, that made you feel like, you know, your feelings weren't reciprocated to the same level, or this person wasn't willing to put the work in at a time where it was crucial, when it was needed, right? And I feel like that hurt you, you know. So right now you're having to heal that, and do the inner work and see how you can best, not only heal your wounds, but make yourself feel full again, fill your heart space for yourself first and foremost. Because it's not even about giving to the connection or this person at this point, to Will, right? Pedram. It's not about Pedram at this point. It's about you, right? Because your heart's wounded, so you need to heal, and then you need to refill your cup, right? So that's the focus right now. I think this is Pedram's energy. To be honest, he's okay, right? He's focused on his material aspects. He's focused on, getting things in order on that perspective, his own, balance, security, stability, all the rest of it. So right now, I don't even think you should focus on that so much. I think the Queen of Wands in reverse is you at the moment. So you may be, I don't know if you've seen him connecting with someone else. Perhaps you've been feeling a little bit jealous at times, or even just jealous about the idea that he could be meeting someone else or has met someone else. Yeah, because you really wanted this, right? This is something you really wanted. It was maybe a new connection or something that, was just forming, that was growing, right? Or something that was, it showed promise, it showed potential. But with that king, you got the king and queen in reverse. So I feel like there was a lot of jealousy in the connection, a lot of suspicion, maybe, not trusting so much, not being so clear on where this is going. Maybe he was very set in his ways, kind of stubborn, wanted things to be his way or the highway, and that triggered your shadow because you were starting to see his shadow more. The shadow aspect of the King of Wands is not very pretty, I can tell you that. So then that triggered your shadow aspect in the Queen of Wands, which is then the mistrust, the jealousy, all of that stuff. So it's not good. He didn't do himself any favors, basically, on that side of things. So you were like, okay, I don't want to be in this deceptive energy. I don't want to feel like I have to, be questioning every little thing and trying to be a detective. Like, that's not what love is about. So I feel like that's why you knew it was a good thing to have this space, this time away from the connection. So you have healing to do there, because obviously, like I said, the connection triggered your shadow. There was wounds that need healing. So now is the time for a reflection on that. I feel like it might be time to go into hermit mode a little bit and see, why did this connection come up the way it did? What was it supposed to show you? And especially because your shadow was triggered, so it's reflecting something from your past, right, that needs addressing. A certain dynamic that you saw growing up, possibly, or something that started with your first relationship, or, early relationships. That kind of carried over. So it's that kind of thing, right? But with like the Two of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Wands here, Three of Wands in reverse, so much Wands, and Judgment as an outcome, I feel like, yeah, the answer is not to seek outside of yourself, it's to look within, right? Because otherwise it's going to trigger the same shadow aspect. You're going to get defensive, you're going to get jealous, you're going to get very mistrusting, feeling like everything is out to get you, right? That every connection is not what it seems. So that really needs to be the focus here, the deep healing, right? Because the more you keep seeking outside of yourself, the more detached you will feel from yourself, and not getting any closer to getting closure as to what this deep-rooted wound is. right? But once you start looking at that, you can address it, you can heal it, you will see a change of outcome. You will have a different type of connection moving forward. So I hope that answers your question. So ultimately, I don't see you coming together at this time because that's not what is needed, right? What is needed is this deep introspection to help you heal and to come to understand why you attract certain connections at this time and how you can free yourself from that dynamic, right? So it doesn't become like a karmic wheel that just happens over and over and over and over, keeps turning. So I hope that helps you, dear. Thank you again very much, right? You're welcome. It was a pleasure to do it for you, okay? So I really hope that puts your mind at ease a little bit and helps you to shift the focus from him to yourself, because that's what needs to happen, okay? So, yeah, let me just go back. I think I saw, did I miss a message here? I don't know. Okay. Satish, you had a question. Okay, so let me see. What was your question? I'm really sorry if I skipped over you, dear. That was not my intention. Let me just see what the question was. Am I missing something here? Hang on. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, sorry. Will I get married to Miss Divya? I will take a look for you. So you still with us, Satish? I want to make sure you're around so you don't miss these messages. Otherwise, if you come back, I will do it for you then. Because, yeah. Let me know if you're still here, Satish, and I'll do it. But yeah, oh my gosh, so warm. I'm going to get some more water first because, yeah. I really like the messages coming in for you guys, though. It's really cool. A lot of focus on what it is that you want moving forward. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer in case Satish comes back, because I don't want him to not get his question answered. If anyone else wants a question answered, let me know. Otherwise, I will wrap this session up fairly soon. But yeah, what do you guys think of the new decks, by the way? I'm curious to know what you think, like the healing mantra. I think it's so pretty and the messages are really cute. I really like the symbols as well. Like it's really just really well designed overall. So I really like that. And the other one I was using quite a lot of was the Quantum Oracle here, which is another very beautiful deck. So yeah, these are definitely going to get incorporated into my general readings as well. I have started using them in the extendeds for the monthly readings. So that's probably where you'll mostly see them if you decide to get the extended. But I will occasionally use these for the collective lives as well, the collective messages, because they're just so good. The messages are amazing, especially in this deck. So good. Okay. So I think we might have lost Satish. I feel really bad. You're here. Good. Okay. I was just going to say, I thought I lost you then. I was like, no, you didn't get your reading. Awesome. I'm glad you're back. Welcome. So, yes, I will look into the question for you, whether or not you will get married to Divya or Diva. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Really sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So we'll see. We'll see for you. Because I am curious. Whoa, I just split the deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll see. Someone wants it for sure, but will they act? That's the question. So let's take a look. So what is the likely outcome between Satish and Divya? Ooh, wow. Whew, okay. Whoa, okay. So let's have a look. So we got here the Star, the Fool in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Seven of Cups. I clarified it with the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay. So essentially, this is your wish fulfillment, right? This is what it is that you want. And I feel like this is Aquarius energy, by the way. We've got Aquarius, we've got very strong Aries energy here, and a lot of Earth energy in the outcome as well, which I'll get to in a bit. I'm just going to adjust because, my legs are getting tired. So, yeah, this is significant. This is wish fulfillment. This is, bringing not only the passion, the desire, the want, the emotions, but really kind of alchemizing your feelings into something very tangible. So there is a lot of potential here. This is something that you want very much so. I don't feel like this is so much of a new connection. I don't feel like this is someone you just kind of fell head over heels in love with and just decided, oh, we're going to get married here and now. This is someone that I feel like you've been wanting this for some time with, right? It's someone that you have an emotional investment in, to the point where, yeah, you want to settle down with this person, right? And I feel like, though, with the Emperor in reverse, it's a case of, yeah, I feel like it's a case of, it's not a matter of not wanting it enough or anything like that, but you may have to change your approach, right? It may come across as perhaps like, I don't know if you've had the conversation with her about it, if you've mentioned things of that nature, like trying to see, if it's something that she wants, if she's open to the possibility of marriage and stuff. But I feel like you might be pushing the subject a little bit too much if you have been talking about it. Or she may feel like, like you're very particular about how you want this this level of commitment to play out, right? Certain roles, you may be very traditional, right? And she may feel like there might not be enough flexibility in how you perceive the connection to be moving forward. So that might be something worth thinking about. I will clarify this though, because I want to see exactly what that's in relation to. But I feel like I get the sense that she may feel that, there would be things would be very set and it wouldn't be so flexible, right? So let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. It's because you know what you want, right? You're very clear about what it is you want, but you have to also account for the other person's wishes, right? Because right now you're not seeing her perspective, you're only seeing your own. You're not, considering it from her side of, things. So it's like, you're like, well, I'm not going to invest in that level. I'm not going to make the gesture. I'm not going to settle down with someone unless I am absolutely sure that this is something I can have forever. This is long lasting. This is a lifelong connection, right? So it's like you want to be absolutely certain that this connection is the one and that it's going to go the distance before you make the commitment, right? But I feel like it's just, you have to know that, yeah, of course, you want to make sure that you're putting your right foot forward and that it's something you can both work on and continue to work on so it can go the distance. But at the same time, you have to understand that, everything is fluid, life changes, we change, a lot of things can happen in that time. So if you're only focused on the outcome, you lose sight of the journey. So I feel like that's what you kind of need to be aware of. Like, yeah, it's great that you want to take it the distance, that you want this level of stability and you want to have this level of commitment, but don't lose sight of the journey and what you have now. Because if you push too hard about what it is that you want in the future, it's very easy to lose sight of, the small things that you can really just find a lot of comfort and happiness and bliss in, right? So that's like the key message here So just, yeah, think about the future, think about the long term, but don't lose sight of the now, the here and now, because ultimately that's all we've really got. But I do see the potential here. You're considering it as an option. I feel like she is also with that Four of Wands. You're both in the same boat with this, that you're both considering, like, is this something that we can actually build towards? Is this going to potentially be my life partner? So you're both in the same boat is what I'm getting. You're both, you're both considering this as a serious possibility. It's not just dreaming about the idea of marriage, even though I feel like you're both doing that. You're both considering this being something very tangible, especially because as the outcome, you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles here, so Earth energy towards Virgo Capricorn, along with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So much Pentacles. Yeah, you're doctors. Okay, so you're both professionals as well. So I feel like together you'll have a lot of material abundance coming in the future, right? I feel like you want to kind of make this gesture and show her that you're serious about this commitment, that you do want to go the distance, but you just want to make sure that her heart's in it, because there is, I feel like, a little bit of fear that perhaps her heart wouldn't be in it, or that she doesn't want it to the same extent that you do at this present time. But I feel like the only reason why, she may not be as enthusiastic about the idea is if you really push it and only come from the angle of, this is how I want our life to be. I want us to do this. I want us to do that. If you come from that angle, yeah, she's not going to be so enthusiastic about it. Whereas if you kind of explore possibilities together, right? Explore possibilities together, be open to her side of things, what she wants, what she likes the idea of, and bounce ideas off of each other, then it can be very successful. But ultimately, you both have to be willing to put the work in. That's what it all comes down to. So it's very kind of, the desire is there, but it all depends on how you approach it, right? Each of you. And I feel like the real warning here is just be careful that you don't push your ideas onto the other, right? Because you have to account for the fact that this is a partnership. So you both have to compromise in places and make sure you're both on the same page about what this kind of commitment looks like, right? What shape that would take, and make sure that you're both going to be on the same page with that, because marriage can look very different from person to person. So that's what I feel like you just need to really discuss, and just be open and curious about how she feels about it, right? So she knows that you do actually care about her wants, her needs, her desires, and it's not just, giving her a list pretty much. So I really hope that helps you anyway, Satish. Awesome. You're from Mumbai. Great. Like, it's awesome to see you on this channel. Especially because, yeah, I've never been to India. It's right up there on my list of one of the places I really want to visit, one of the countries I really want to go to. I've not really spent much time, on the eastern side of things. So, yeah, it's always great when I have, certain soul family members come in from all over the globe. It's always cool to see. I'm a big traveler, so yeah, I just love it. Awesome. So thank you so much. Mwah. I hope that helped. Great to see you on here. Thanks for sharing your question with me. I really hope that helped you. And hopefully that made sense more than anything. Oh gosh, I'm going to take some more water because, yeah. I know you probably wouldn't believe that I showered pretty much just before I did this live, and already look at me. Like, oh, it's too much. But yeah. So anyway, I really hope that helped. And yeah, honestly, it's awesome seeing you guys drop in, because I know a lot of you from just in complete different corners of the world. And that's what I love so much about having this platform, is like just bringing so many different people together over common interests, when it comes to spirituality, personal growth, doing the healing work, being an example of the love and kindness that we seek in others. Like, it's just awesome. So I'm always like so thrilled to just hear where people are from, their stories. It's just awesome. I love it. So thank you. But yeah. Wow, an hour and 20 minutes in. So I think I'm going to wrap up soon. If there's no more questions that anyone else wants to ask me, then I will probably wrap this up. It was a great live stream, especially with it being the first of this kind that I've ever done. It was awesome. So I just want to say a big thank you to Lauren. Like, you're just, love you so much, girl. And yeah, I just want to have a quick shout out to my Patreon members as well. Obviously Lauren, but also Andrew. So if you happen to catch this, Andrew, awesome, thank you. And yeah, so I will do another live session very soon. I'm so hot. You can see how flustered I am now with this. So yeah, I'm trying to think when the next live will be. It will probably actually be perhaps the full moon, because I think the full moon is on the 1st of October. So it's likely that I'll do the next live stream on the 30th. So next week, I think that's next Wednesday. So that'll be just when I arrive in England, actually. So hopefully I'll find some space to do that live stream for you guys, because you know me, I work with this moon cycles. That's a big aspect of the work that I do. So yeah, I always try and get a live stream in for the new moon and full moons just before the transit. So I'll try and make sure that that takes place. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put the reminder up before all that, so you're aware that it's happening. But otherwise, yeah, the next things that will come up on the channel will be this week's monthlies for October. So that'll be interesting. So far, it's looking interesting just with the 2 signs that I've done. So I'm very curious to see how October will shape up for you guys. And it's like I always say, with general messages, you got to kind of take it or leave it, because I'm tapping into specific people's energy, specific groups. It's a lot of people, so not all messages will necessarily coincide with your particular circumstances, but there may be some parts of it that do. Sometimes you come across a reading and all of it's relevant. Like, it's very much just luck of the draw. So if you find that any of those don't really line up with your situation, that's fine. If you're aware of your natal chart, you can take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements for all of my tarot readings, the general ones. So maybe there's a different one, say for your moon sign, or your rising sign, that's more relevant than your sun sign, right? So I always say take a look at the title, because that's going to be a big indicator as to whether or not you feel it'd be relevant as well. So just something I wanted to put out there, because I get comments sometimes, people saying, oh, that was them, not me. Well, okay, maybe that part is relevant to the person you're dealing with, but understand it's going to be different for different people, so just take it however it resonates. But awesome. Yeah, I think that's it from me. It's been great doing this live stream. So again, thank you to everyone who posted a question. You guys are awesome. So much love to you. I'm sending you so much love, light, positivity, protection, right? Supercharging those good vibes for you. And for everyone who just dropped by, said hello. It was awesome meeting some of you guys, seeing you guys again. For those of you who are returning, as I said, if you're watching this and you'd like to see more videos, just check it out, right? I've got a whole bunch of them on there, especially the shadow work ones, because that gets into the real nitty gritty and it's timeless. So, there could be several that apply for your situation, or a specific one that I posted a while ago that's relevant. So feel free to check it out. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button, hit notifications. It'd be great to have you a part of the community if you aren't already. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I just see a couple more people dropping by. Oh gosh, I'm literally about to close the session. If you do want to post a question, you have to super chat, okay? So the minimum is $5, okay? And then I'll do the last minute questions for you guys. But otherwise, I'm going to close the session because we've been going for an hour and 25 minutes now, and I'm absolutely melting. But yeah, that's how we do it from this point on, right? Because I have the general readings. This is the first time I've done a Q&A, tarot session, as I've said earlier. But if you guys like this, then I might do it more often. It just depends on what works for you, because I know not everyone wants like a full personal reading. But if you like this setup, if you like being able to see me as well, then we can do this more often. Okay. But otherwise, yeah, thanks so much for dropping by. Thanks for tuning in. It was great. It was great to do this session. And yeah, we'll have to probably do it again very soon. So for now, all the best. And I will speak to you guys later. Bye.